And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Almost ready to get underway. And starting this one, Chris Sale. What should we keep an eye on here?
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to.
That one is absolutely belted. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And the batter now, Kyle Stowers. And that one fouled off. Edwards at second with nobody out. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Pickoff move to second. Edwards back in on a dive. Man at second. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the full side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the runner on the go. And there's a foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Olsen makes the grab, one away. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Sale ready.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. De La Cruz puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Matt Mervis.
Matt Mervis.
Two outs. And that's in for a strike. And now the lefty. Pitch misses. 2-2. And that one popped in the air, left field. De La Cruz. And that is that. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Max Meyer.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Now in for the Braves. Michael Harris the second.
Michael Harris.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. High in the air, out to right. Stowers on his way over, stretches out and hauls it in. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Liam Hicks. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. Swing and a ground ball. Riley sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
Okay.
Line drive. Harris pulls it in on the run. Back here at Truist Park, home of the Braves since 2017. These fans didn't experience a home postseason game a year ago, but the Braves did qualify as a wild card team before getting swept by the Padres.
Yeah, that was a tough series for Atlanta. They played a doubleheader for seeding purposes the day after the regular season was scheduled to finish.
Got him. 1 away. And the batter now, Austin Riley. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. The Braves did reach the postseason, but they had to fly cross-country to Petco Park to play the Padres. Plus, they lost Chris Sale going into the final weekend of the season. That was a tough blow.
Yeah, no doubt. Injuries were a huge part of the Braves story in 2024. Everyone is hoping for better luck this season, that's for sure.
Hard hit, right side. Bryant takes it to the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Brian De La Cruz next up for the Braves. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Drake Baldwin getting ready to hit. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Dane Myers. Next offering is downstairs. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen. 2 up, 2 down. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back here in Atlanta, now here is Nick Allen.
Nick Allen.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Jared Kelenic. Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Allen aboard here at first with nobody out. Hard liner. And it's into the gap. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now Michael Harris the second. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Well, here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. The 3-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. On to second. They get one. Back to first, but he beats it. And a run comes across. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And it's caught for the out. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Back at Truist Park, and now it's going to be Griffin Conine. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next to hit, Otto Lopez. The 1-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is a foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Austin Riley. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Tosses to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Brian De La Cruz digs in now. Now 1 out to right. Stowers on the move. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, bases empty. And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. 2 outs, bases empty. Hot shot to third. Slings to first. Inning over. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Now at the plate, Liam Hicks.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins.
Jonah Bride.
That one fouled off. 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. To the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, Graham Pauley. Way out front for strike 2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
stepping in, Nick Allen.
The shortstop, Nick Allen.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Now here is Jared Kelnick.
Right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
That's a ball.
And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Michael Harris.
Off the mark there. 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's out to center field. Myers squeezes it, and that's the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Dane Myers. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fly ball down the line. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Stowers. The Fish trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Two outs. Pitch misses there. It's 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Atlanta, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Ball to strike. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
That one missing inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That clips the corner. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Matt Olson up to the plate.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Check swing, called strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
To the right side. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Back at Truist Park. New inning getting started. And here is Griffin Conine. And a count 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So now it's the full-hole hitter, Otto Lopez. That one to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And now the DH, Matt Mervis.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
That misses the zone. 3-2 now. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and we are starting over. It's 2-2. New pitcher for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
49.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Aaron Bummer.
Here's the catcher to hit, Liam Hicks.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Out to short. On the run, sends it over to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, George Soriano. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 62, George Soriano.
Here comes Austin Riley.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Riley.
And that's too high.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Pitch misses, and now 3 balls and a strike.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3 double play, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Now, Jonah Bride. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Got him. And 1 away. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauly.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A solo shot. And now they're out in front. It's 3-2. 1 down. And now here is Dane Myers. Outside low. And that's ball 2.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
That's the ball.
And it is 2-1.
2-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not.
Runner on the go. Strike in there.
3 balls.
Throw, and they got him. Cut on and lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ronnie Enriquez.
Now pitching for
Well,
Miami.
the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game, and the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. Looking to get the tying run on base.
No.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. as he was out front that time. Ground ball right side. Gets it to first. One up, one down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kelenic. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Outside, 3-1 now.
3-1.
On the ground right side, and that's foul. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Up next for the Braves.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to him.
Ozzie Albies.
And that skips into dirt.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
On the ground to first, and it's just foul. That was close. Rudder takes off. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Spencer Schwellenbach. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
56. Spencer Schwellenbach.
So digging in,
Leading off
Kyle
for Miami,
Stowers.
Right fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Here's a 1-1. There's a splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Got him swinging.
Now batting.
Here's the
right
left fielder, Griffin Conant. And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Otto Lopez.
Up next for the Marlins.
Not looking like they'll be adding any
Otto
insurance runs
Lopez.
heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Just missed. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Now
pitch,
batting,
and I tell you what, he
designated
earned
hitter,
that walk.
Matt Mervis.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Matt Mervis. Throw to first, Lopez back on a dive. Two outs. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2
Now
out.
batting,
Couldn't have timed it
catcher,
up any
Leon
better than
Hill.
that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
That's away.
That one outside, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a swing and a miss there.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And it remains 2-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Calvin Fauché. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 53, Calvin Fauché.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. And here is Marcell
Ozuna.
1-run game, bottom 9. In there at the knees. It's 2-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That to right. Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. And the batter now, Matt Olson. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Rips that one to right. 2 down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Not close with that one, and a count 2-1.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
So 2 down. Now in for the Braves, Brian De La Cruz. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. That one off the mark. Ball 2. Tap foul at the plate. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the